When was the last time you was intimate with a guy? You don't have to answer.
Okay. I said I was gonna be honest when when you asked this question. Today
We saw a guy. Who's that in the background?
I told you who it was.
That's the guy you had sex with today?
Wow.
You want to meet a guy while you have the guy you slept with in your house. What kind of quality man you think is going to hit you up?
I'm just being honest.
I mean, I'm being honest too. What?
Top of the morning. It's easy like Sunday morning. So we're back. It's the last day of the month. Like I said, it's pressure season. And I said today, starting today, I feel like I've been cheating you guys. I've been giving that vanilla version of the game because I'm trying to get the channel unshadow banned. I know I kind of get raw, but I've been keeping it too vanilla. We're gonna get into more basic, more straight lace game to really show you the size of female nature that we all know exists, but don't really got that full 360 understanding. We're going into a new month, a new season. Every month you wanna be going harder than the last month. So we're gonna recalibrate. I'm gonna start giving you guys that straight lace, no cut. We're gonna really break down the fabric. We're gonna get into all the threading. Like you see on the beginning of this video, and you may see the video and look at the topic. I'm gonna tell you how these two topics play hand in hand. Like I always say, women know how to mask their social media and all of this type of shit to show that to portray as they're single, but if you know what you're looking at, you know how to read and how to understand the language, you know that that's just a mask. You know there's someone in the picture. Now, we'll get into that on another video. What I want to get into is that I know men are looking for that uncut, that deep layered game when it comes to that third eye. See, if you're in tune, you hear these conversations about your third eye, your intuition, and all of this. I heard my guy on Red Supreme channel. He said he was blessed with acute discernment. And when he said this, I thought about it and I said, "That's it. That's it. That's what I have." I said I got that because when he said it, it was like a, you know, you go to the doctor, you get your finger prick. It was like a finger prick, and I said, "That's it." And I know for a fact I was chopping it up with my other guy the other day. I said, "I know I've been blessed with acute discernment ever since I was a child." Like I said, my first girlfriend in high school, you know, I was green, so she fucked off on me. And I knew it the moment she did it because when you have acute discernment or you have this intuition, they call it your gut feeling. When you feel these things in your gut, do not ignore them. But the thing about it, when we have these feelings in our gut, we tend to take it to the people that feeling pertains to, and we want to have a conversation. I learned in my 38 years of life, do not do that. Do not discuss or explain what you already know, because women have a cunning way of making you second guess yourself. People that's on the bullshit, like I said, once you be around someone for so long, you start to pay attention to patterns, energy patterns, behaviors, talking points. You can see the bullshit coming if you are blessed with this gift of acute discernment or this gut feeling. Now, a lot of men have it, but they don't fully understand it and they don't get in tune with it. So for those who are the 80s baby or the early 90s baby, you are familiar with the group that you see in this thumbnail, Drew Hill. They had a song called Somebody's Been Sleeping in My Bed. Now, when you listen to the song and the lyrics, they really don't come with, stating I have facts and receipts. They know in the bottom of their gut something is not right. And when you bring this issue up to your woman, when you when four or more things ping and click off, and you see, oh, that's not, oh, that's another one, oh, that's another one. You'll bring this conversation to your lady that is, you have this deep intuition, this deep feeling that something is not right. And then you have the physical, the chemistry, and the, other signs that somebody's hand has been in my cookie jar. You bring this conversation up, and what they'll do, notice women have a cunning way of making you second guess yourself. They have a way of making you second guess yourself when you are intimate when you're woman. When once it was a little snug, the next time or times later, it's not so snug. It didn't have that snapback, and it's not a struggle to get in. I'm kind of falling in all of a sudden. Someone's been in your bed. Now, to avoid the trying on the jacket of being insecure, because that is a woman's favorite line. When a woman mentions that you're being insecure, that is one of the biggest red flags you can see. And do not ignore this. When a woman says you're being insecure, etc., no. Because a woman that is true in who she says she is, she won't mention anything about you being insecure. She'll give you everything to reassure you that whatever you're bringing or discussing is not correct, and she's going to show you irrefutable evidence on why that is the case. So when this does not take place, your gut feeling has not lied to you or led you astray. We as men, especially men that walks a straight line, men of the Most High, when you get this discernment, when your senses are heightened, oh, it's no second guessing. It's no that gut feeling is you need to take that as law. And if it's not, because again, we like to go on to what we can see, it needs to, we want to be slapped in the face. Don't wait to get slapped in the face, because as you see on this video on the front of this one, you see this woman is already shopping for the next man when she just hopped off the dick of a man that's still in the house. When your chick is out of pocket, that means she has her hand in another man's pocket, or she's about to latch on to another man's pocket to get in his. Somebody's been sleeping in your bed, and do not second guess yourself for the facts or the feelings the patterns that you see. When these alarms go off in your head, when you see certain patterns, the speech, the behaviors, the processes, the presentation of things, it's a lot of things that are gonna set off these triggers. Take those signs as these are evidence. It's no different than solving a case. If you watch Law and Order or these police type movies, you see all these investigators solve these cases. One set of evidence goes to another set, then another set, and then they eventually solve the case and find out who's the perpetrator. It's the same way in your relationship. Do not second guess yourself. There's a movie I want you all to look up and watch from a red pill lens. It's called Unfaithful. It's Richard Gere and Diane Lane. It's one of my favorite movies. This also exposed me to this red pill. This came out, I believe, in like 2001. It's an older movie, but you see this, housewife. She doesn't work. The guy's a well-to-do guy. They stay off in the country. She goes to the city, hence the term city girls. She goes into the city, meet this younger beau, fall in love. They get into this entanglement, et cetera, et cetera. The guy ends up killing him. So I want you guys to take a look at that movie, and, once you do, come back and we'll chop that up. But what women have a strategic way, they have a cunning way of making you second guess yourself. They try to, divert or deflect to other things. Like I said, they'll divert to you being insecure. They'll divert to you being, controlling or toxic. All of that is bullshit. If you have a deep feeling that someone's been in your bed, bet on that feeling and not what she say, because her actions have led to you having that feeling to where you would even bring it up. But now, once you get past that state, you'll go through those ups and downs, or you'll go through these scenarios a few times. Do not bring up your gut feeling when you know for a fact, when you've convinced yourself or you have been convinced that that is indeed the case. Do not discuss it, because what is there to discuss? You're only going to give her an opportunity, because what will happen, I'll tell you the play by play. You'll get into it, things will start to take place, because the Most High protects his favorites. So things will take place, and you're thinking that this is just another roundabout, the 1-2 that we do, the in and out, we get into it because of this, because of that, we don't talk for a day or two, and then we come back, make up, and do this same 2-step. No. You want to get away from that. You're going to get past that, because at this point, this is a reason why this whole situation took place. So when these situations take place, and then you start to think about, why did this happen this way, or what is really good, it's always an underlying factor. See, you guys look at things from the surface, and a lot of women do too. This is how they think they're smarter than you. See, they look at things from a surface. Oh, I was just late. I didn't hear. Oh, I just did. It's a reason for that. Your mind is occupied. See, when a woman gets out of pocket, you start to see her mannerisms, things she does. She's an idol. She's preoccupied. She's doing things. It is because she's trying to manage a double mind. A forgetful woman is a dangerous woman. If your woman is forgetful and she's stating that you didn't say things that you know for a fact that you did, because your actions confirm that you said whatever that was, there's all the evidence that you need. There's nothing else to discuss. And if you do bring that discussion, she's going to try her best to convince you that that's not true, because her reputation is at stake. Certain women have a reputation and an image to uphold, to where they will lie through their teeth on a stack of Bibles to make sure that image is not tarnished, especially if they have not obtained a certain goal when it comes to relationships. Like I said, I'm going to give you the straight lace today. Uncut, no filter, straight raw. This is that uncut. This is that cocaína, for lack of better terms. So yeah, when you get these feelings, these gut feelings, because what she'll do, you notice when you bring certain conversations, and these are mistakes I made in the past. I'll have these certain intuitions and gut feelings that I know for a fact have credence to them. When you bring them up to a woman who is great at masking, she'll have you second guessing yourself. Well, you'll be like, well, this is the fifth time that I've came to you with something, and you convinced me, or tried to convince me, that it was nothing like what I mentioned. So what that does is that questions your credibility, and that questions your sanity. It questions your quote unquote security with her. And this is what she wants you to do. She wants to put the jacket of insecurity on you to pretty much disqualify your claims. So she gets you the second, like, damn, well, am I tripping? And you get man, I was just tripping, man. Me and baby, I thought she was doing, we good. Nah, my nigga. Nah. If you gonna make a bet on your gut. Bet on what you know, not what she says. Because what she says and does is two different things. I've done plenty of videos, and I mentioned to you, women are very duplicitous. They say one thing, they do another. But I also said how we do one thing is how we do all things. So women will, play the role. They'll push off certain conversations, certain things, certain interactions that she knows is coming. She'll make sure she delays that as much as she can, so she can make sure that landing pad is secure, aka monkey branch, aka another man's pocket. See, a lot of these dating coaches, they don't give you this straight lace game this way. But I'm gonna take the vanilla extract out of it. When you're with your woman, when you're intimate, and it's no longer a struggle to enter her. And if it once was a slight struggle, it was hugging you so tightly, and it's no longer hugging you that way, someone's been in your bed. And again, this is nothing that once you know this confirmation, because other things are going to reveal itself to expose this truth. Slight arguments, slight mishaps to where she's avoiding it. She rather run off versus handle it direct and head on and stand in that mud. Oh yeah, it's a wrap. And you do not fight this. Once you come to the conclusion that your intuition is accurate, you do the research, you play the tape back. See, one thing about a man and certain men, we have the memory and the mindset of an elephant. We remember everything from cycle date. So the cycle was coming at the end of the month, now it's coming at the middle. Oh, well, what triggers that? So we're going to get into that. See, I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this video because I don't want this to be too long. But we're going to get into all of the intricate details and signs that you will see. But what I wanted to do was open up this conversation to basically point out when you second guess yourself, it makes you seem and appear crazy and insecure when that's not the case. But stay tuned for part 2. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.